Oh, we live. I said, oh, we live. Well, if we are live, then let's get it. Still says receiving content. Alrighty, y'all. I'm late today. I'm tired. That Monday Night Raw is 3 hours. And I used the new speech note last night, and it worked. I spent more time trying to get that speech note to work than I did doing anything else. But I got it to work. So, like I said, I can't complain. It's coming along slowly. I made the mistake of putting it on. I made the mistake of doing a review on this channel. And I must say, I got 4 comments and we got 19 views. So I might just keep doing it on this channel. But it's tiresome. Doing a 5-hour show with y'all. Then going to cook. Then watching the 3-hour wrestling show. Then setting the animations up. And then doing a review. It's more to it than it looked. A lot more to it than it looked. And any mistakes that I make, there's nobody to say, hey, the volume ain't on. Or hey, you're not showing something. There's nobody there to tell you, but it's going to pick up. But most of the other people, they watch it and then they review it right afterwards. Right afterwards, I'm watching it. So it's going to take a little longer. Because I'm not going to give up the main thing that I'm doing to pursue something else. You know what I mean? It's like a bird in the hand beat 2 in the bush. Right now, we got the bird in our hand, and it's our nightly show. Now, do we let it go to get, you know, you say it's a troll making comments, the same person changing names. Hey Liz, well, let's go look. Because I only saw one of the comments and I answered it. Isn't it on the community? Don't you go in the community? Yeah, you're right, Naya. It's the same person. Somebody named Tom. Cool content, keep it up. Cool content, keep it up, bro. Nice content. So, and I answered them. So I guess that's 4 comments. Okay, well. Well, so much for that. We couldn't even hold on to that. Don't worry. I'm not going to be on long. Maybe an hour or so, Liz. But we always say that, don't we? So let's get started, y'all.
Yeah. I'm about ready to put it down. I know y'all can't stand to hear my sound, and that's why I keep doing it. Yeah. I know your Bible says this. There ain't no stopping this. Who else rocks like this? Don't know what sits. This track is hot. My name is Dark in case you forgot. I got the new, I'm just too loud. Business picks up when I arrive. I'm clean cut. I don't get down and dirty. I don't look over my shoulder. You folks can't hurt me. In a battle, my talent doesn't desert me. You like what the man's doing over in Afghanistan. That place was nasty. I sure hope they don't draft me. I tremble that will live in infamy. I'm just glad I don't live in New York or DC. I ain't never been on an airplane. And if you do, then you're insane. The same for a boat. People do whatever how do they cope. If you start babbling, they seem like I'm grabbing you. When it comes to music, I'm like a mad dog. Gobble up MC like a hog. Yo, I'm a glutton. When it comes to this, I'm pain. No matter who I'm matched up with, the outcome's always the same. Me on top, my trash will never stop. There's too much nonsense in the game. If I don't make it, I still won't change. One note, not one word. Who cares whether or not you want to hear it? Some of these will be said, I'm saying it. In the toughest hoods, I'm playing it. It's on everyone's playlist. You don't agree? Yo, mind your business. I don't go to clubs, mind your business. I don't do no drugs, mind your business. The gritty stuff you love, I want no part of. Yo, mind your business, mind your business. Yeah. I was up all this way different. Some say I'm gifted, some say I need to get with it. Hustle on the corners, put in work. Stay away from the church, using time in jail. That's where you refine your rhymes. Get drunk, go smoke a blunt. Until people see me fight, they say I'm a punk. Hobos pull me over, let me go up a glance of grin. People in the crowd will pop out my pants. Why I gotta be able to be respect? Why I got a function that goes around my neck? Yo, I don't need a fancy car to score. When I get in some drawers, I'll even soar. Hoes come back for more. I was raised with conservative. I bother no one hit every kick as I did. I know I get on all your nerves. And for me, you're only concerned physically, then mentally. I thought you was knowledge. Remember, I went to Bible college. I can't sing, so I recite, I stutter. Yet I still butter you something. You won't admit it, but you feel my flows. If it wasn't for AIDS, I still all your hoes. I don't need those, as long as I got wheels to get around. My keyboard to create my sound. And a good woman to pound. Yo, I don't go to clubs, mind your business. I don't do no drugs, mind your business. The good stuff you love, I want no part of. Yo, mind your business, mind your business. I put trust in no one. People come and go. Mankind will always let you down. The Bible says so. So I come on myself, ask no one for help. If I can't get it, I forget it. I don't sweat it. I can go sing that Joe Joe's for Rolos. Have gold on every inch of my torso. Have a different hope every day of the week. In case all the truth ain't stay all day, be more than peak. Get a G-Grand 1,000 watts to piss off the man. Get pulled over 5 times a day. That's the cops will be on my way. Yo, I get man hardware, body armor. So you suckers get squared. I open up a studio, and one-man show production. Helping artists with my function. Represent from Essex to Walmart Junction. Put B more on the map. You and Philly and Brooklyn from Trump. When it comes to rap, then I branch out rock R&B in the country. I get Russell to run for his money. On P. Diddy, I find that skills funny. But there's got to be another way. At the end, your crime is not paid. I can't do special time right away in the jail cell. Now to me, that's a living hell. I'll think of something else. I ain't with it. Yo, if you can't feel me, yo, you mind your business. I don't go to clubs, mind your business. I don't do no drugs, mind your business. The pretty stuff you love, I wanna pop up, yo. Mind your business. I don't go to clubs, mind your business. I don't do no drugs, mind your business. The pretty stuff you love, I want no part of, yo. Mind your business. Go there, bro.
Come on, man.
It's a one-man show. If you didn't know, now you know a little bit more. I'm out. This one's correct. One-man show production.
I'm trying to get this program started for the microphone. Hey, Davey. I'm trying to get this microphone program started. There we go. It's called Reaper. All right, there we go. Bring it back. And alrighty, y'all. Sorry about that. Let's get back to it. And I did it again. Why do I keep hitting Windows Media Player? Shucks. Hopefully it start. Can I stop it? Can I stop it? Go away, go away, go away. Thank you. All right. I don't know why it won't work. So we don't worry about that. So come on. Come on and hold me tight. But all you wanna do is fuss, cuss, argue, and fight. See, y'all ain't right. All I wanna do is hold you tight. But all you wanna do is fuss, cuss, argue, and fight. Can't help y'all. But check this out, though. Take it easy and take it slow. Welcome to the BD show. Take it easy and take it slow. And welcome to the Brother Derrick show. You other YouTubers, y'all straight greasy. Your whack beef video sound cheesy. Please, somebody release me. Take it easy and take it slow. And welcome to the BD show. Take it easy and take it slow. And welcome to the Brother Derrick show. I ain't stressing, I'm here to teach a lesson. I ain't stressing, I'm here to teach a lesson. I ain't stressing, I'm here to teach a lesson. Keeping you other YouTubers out there guessing. So take it easy and take it slow. And welcome to the BD show. Take it easy and take it slow. And welcome to the Brother Derrick show. You other YouTubers, y'all straight greasy. Your whack beef video sound cheesy. Please, somebody call Jeezy. Take it easy and take it slow. And welcome to the BD show. Take it easy and take it slow. And welcome to the Brother Derrick show. Hold me tight. Hey, don't turn off the light. Hold me tight. Hey, don't turn off the light. Bring my beat back. Hold me tight. Hey, don't turn off the light. Don't turn off the light. But take it easy and take it slow. Welcome to the BD show. Take it easy and take it slow. And welcome to the Brother Derrick show. You other YouTubers, y'all straight greasy. Your whack beef video sound cheesy. Please, somebody release me. Take it easy and take it slow. And welcome to the BD show. Take it easy and take it slow. And welcome to the Brother Derrick show. Hold me tight. Hey, don't turn off the light. Hold me tight. Hey, don't turn off the light. Don't turn off the light. But take it easy and take it slow. Welcome to the Minister Brother Derrick show. Alrighty, y'all. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. We late today, but we still here. Still representing. Let's check the chat right here. Liz says, why are they doing it? Naya said, laugh out loud. Guess it's strange. Hey, Sam. Sam said, thanks for your great coverage of COVID. BD, you're doing the Lord's work, brother. Naya said, what's not strange these days? And Naya said, hey, Davey. Alrighty. Somebody sent me something today. They were very disturbed about it. I didn't get a chance to look at it. So we're going to look at it. But first, let's look at our stats for the day. Because I got the president, and he's talking about hospital beds and ventilators and all that stuff. So I want to see, is the stuff going down? So that's the first thing we should start with. What are the numbers? Hopefully they haven't reset yet. We on kind of late today. Hopefully they haven't reset. That's why we got to hurry up and get here. Let's get to our numbers. Let's check them out. Oh, 400,323 cases. 12,823 deaths. This is the whole country. People that have recovered, 21,674. So let's get to New York. 142,384 cases in the state of New York. They picked up 10,468 cases today. So the ship and the ventilators ain't doing no good, is it? They have 5,489 total deaths. Do you realize that New York by itself has more deaths than some countries? one state of ours has more deaths than some countries. This is not going to go away. They picked up 731 deaths today. New York City is turning into a morgue state. They're going to have morgues on the street, just trucks with bodies in them. 731 people died in the state of New York today. Not last week, not 50 years ago, not back in the dark ages. Today, we lost 731 U.S. citizens just in the New York State alone. This man want to talk about some daggone ventilators? What a ventilator going to do for them 731 people? New Jersey, 44,416 total cases. They picked up 3,326 new cases today. Total deaths, 1,232. 229 people died in the state of New Jersey. Between New York and New Jersey, you got almost 1,000 people that died today. And guess what? Michigan is going to push it over the 1,000 mark because they got 18,970 cases, but 1,749 new cases today. 845 have died in Michigan. 118 died today. So between New York and New Jersey and Michigan, you got over 1,000 deaths today. Just today. California, 17,460 cases. They picked up 1,441 new cases today. Total deaths, 434. 54 people died in California today. Louisiana, 16,284 total cases. They picked up 1,417 today. Total deaths, 582. 70 people died in the state of Louisiana. That Mardi Gras was doing y'all some good, wasn't it? Massachusetts, 15,202 cases. They picked up 1,365 cases today. 356 people died in Massachusetts. They got 96 deaths today. 96 people being buried in Massachusetts. Pennsylvania, 14,945 cases. They picked up 1,818 today. Total deaths, 250. 71 people died in the state of Pennsylvania today. Florida, 17,747 cases. They picked up 1,118 cases today. 296 total deaths. 42 people died in Florida today. Illinois, 13,549 cases. They picked up 1,287 cases today. 380 total deaths. 73 people died in the state of Illinois today. Georgia, 9,156 cases. They picked up 1,842 new cases. 348 people in the state of Georgia have died. 119 of them today. Texas, 8,939 cases. They picked up 851 cases today. 167 deaths. 16 people died today in Texas. Washington State, where it all started, 8,682 cases. 356 new cases today. 403 total deaths. 22 people died in Washington State today. Connecticut, 7,781. They picked up 875 new cases today. 277 total deaths. 71 people died in the state of Connecticut. Indiana, 5,507 total cases. They picked up 563. Total deaths, 173. They had 34 deaths today in the state of Indiana. 34. Colorado, 5,429. They picked up 257 new cases today. 179 deaths, 29 people in Colorado died today. Ohio, 4,782. They picked up 332 new cases. 167 total deaths, 25 people died in Ohio. Oh, Lord, here goes my state. Maryland, 4,371 total cases. They picked up 326 today. 103 deaths, 12 people died in my state today. Tennessee, 4,138 total cases. 336 new cases. 72 total deaths. 7 people died today in Tennessee. Virginia, 3,333. They picked up 455 new cases. 63 total deaths. 9 people died in Virginia today. North Carolina, NC State, 3,321 total cases. 3,321. 282 new cases today. 54 deaths. 6 people died in North Carolina today. Missouri, 3,037. They picked up 315 cases today. 56 people have died. 4 people died today. Wisconsin, the brewery state, 2,578 total cases. 138 new cases today. 92 have died. 15 died today. Arizona, 2,575. 119 new cases. 73 total deaths. 8 were today. The driver's state, South Carolina, 417. They picked up 185 cases. They got 51 deaths. 3 people were buried in South Carolina today. Alabama, 2,197. They picked up 191 new cases. 64 total deaths, 12, which were today. Nevada, 2,087 total. They picked up 134 new cases today. 58 deaths, 12 people in Nevada died today. Mississippi, 1,915 cases. They picked up 177 a day, 59 deaths, 8 people died in Mississippi today. Utah, 1,738 total. They picked up 63. 13 people died, none today. Oklahoma, 1,472 total. They picked up 145 cases. 67 total deaths, 16 people in Oklahoma died today. Rhode Island, 1,229 total cases. 147 new cases today. 30 total deaths. 3 people died in Rhode Island today. District of Columbia, 1,211 total cases. 114 new cases. 24 deaths. Nobody died today. Idaho, 1,210 cases. They picked up 40. 15 people died today. 2 new deaths. Well, I guess that they ought to stop doing the hay rides. Oregon, 1,181 total. 49 new cases today, 33 deaths, 4 people died in Oregon today. Kentucky, 1,145 total cases. They picked up 141 today. 65 deaths, 6 were today. Minnesota, 1,069, 83 new cases, 34 deaths, 4 were today. Iowa, 1,049. They picked up 103, 26 total deaths, 1 was today. Arkansas, 946, 19 new cases, 18 deaths, 2 people died in Arkansas today. Delaware, 928 cases, 145 new cases today, 16 total deaths, 1 person died in Delaware today. We first started, Delaware had 0. Kansas, 955 new cases, 27 deaths, 2 people died in Kansas today. Say hello to Dorothy and the Tin Man. New Mexico, 794 total cases, 108 new cases today, 13 deaths, 1 person died today. New Hampshire, 747 total cases, 32 new cases today, 13 deaths, 4 people died today. Vermont, 575 total cases, 32 new cases, 23 people died, none today. Maine, 519 total cases, 20 new cases, 12 deaths, 2 people died today. Nebraska, 478, 66 new cases today, 10 deaths, 2 people died today. West Virginia, 412 total, 67 new cases today, 4 deaths, none today. Hawaii, 410 total cases, 23 new cases, 5 people died, none today. South Dakota, 320 cases, picked up 32 today. 6 deaths, 2 people died in South Dakota. Montana, 319, no new cases, 6 total deaths, none today. North Dakota, 237 total cases, 12 new cases today, 4 deaths, 1 person died today. Wyoming, 221 cases, 9 new cases today, no deaths. Alaska, 213 cases, 22 picked up today, 6 deaths, none today. Guam, 121 total cases, 9 new cases today, 4 deaths, none today. Northern Mariana Islands, 8 total cases, no new cases, 2 deaths, 1 person died out the daggone 8. So actually 2 people died out the 8, and 1 died today. Puerto Rico, 573 total cases, 60 new cases today. I thought they shut their borders down. They got 23 deaths, 2 people died in Puerto Rico today. So with the borders shut down, people still dying. United States Virgin Islands, 43 cases, 1 death. Wuhan repatriated, 3 cases, still 3 cases, no deaths. The Diamond Cruise Line, 46 people on that ship are infected, and the 46 still there, and nobody died. Total, 400,323 cases. New cases today for the country, 33,319. Total deaths, 12,823. How many died today? 1,952. Almost 2,000 people died today in the United States. Today, 2,000 people died in the United States. Let me check the chat real quick. Nobody don't have no comments. Nobody don't want to hear that bad news. Naya said the peak is nearing. Everybody keep talking about a peak. I don't want to see a peak. Alrighty, somebody wanted us, or actually, they wanted me to take a look at this. But I'm gonna, I haven't seen it. Let me copy that link address. Let me come back to the OBS real quick, and let's come down here. I think it's a CNN video, so let's do the disclaimer. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. An allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. I'm not sure what we're going to look at, so that's why we're going to go take a look. Ready for the commercial? All right, this is CNN. Let's get it.
When you look at being black in America, number one, people unfortunately are more likely to be of low socioeconomic status, which makes it harder to social distance. Number two, we know that blacks are more likely to have diabetes, heart disease, lung disease, and I and many black Americans are at higher risk for COVID. It's why we need everyone to do their part to slow the spread.
It's the U.S. Surgeon General just this morning talking about the heightened coronavirus risk for African Americans. Some states have released the racial breakdown of cases and deaths, and those numbers show a disturbing trend, a disproportionate number of African Americans being infected with coronavirus and dying. Joining me to share their expertise in their reporting, Dr. Kamara Jones, the former president of the American Public Health Association, Politicos, Laura Barone-Lopez, and CNN's Van Jones. Doctor, I want to start with you, and I've just put up some numbers. I'll get deeper into them in a moment, but just these side-by-sides. Illinois, African Americans make up 15% of the population. They are 42% of the state's coronavirus deaths. In Louisiana, African Americans make up about a third of the population. 7 in 10 of the deaths in Louisiana, African Americans. In Michigan, it's about 14% of the statewide population. More than 40% of the deaths in Michigan from COVID-19 in the African American community. It's a combination of things, I'm sure. Some it's the urban density, some is the disparity in the healthcare systems. What is your biggest takeaway on why this is happening and what can be done?
So, first of all, we have to be clear that in December 2019, none of us was immune, right? So all of us should have an equal opportunity of being infected. But what this virus has done is taken away the mask, the veneer, pull the sheets off of this myth of equal opportunity in this society. So what is happening is that Black folks are getting infected more because they're exposed more. And once infected, they're dying more because their bodies, our bodies, have borne the burden of chronic disinvestment, active neglect in our communities. So when I look at it, it is because of structural racism, which puts us in the more forward-facing jobs so that we're more exposed and less valued, don't even have the protection that we need. And this chronic, the residential segregation that turns into employment segregation, educational segregation, environmental hazard segregation, all of those insults in our bodies have given us more of these so-called pre-existing conditions. So once we're infected, we have more severe outcomes from the disease.
I want you to listen, Van, I want to come to you next, but I want you to listen to the governor of Louisiana, who's looking at these numbers and says, as Dr. Jones just said, this is a horrible thing and we better learn about it as soon as we can.
Right now, slightly more than 70% of all of our deaths are among African Americans, who make up about 32% or so of the overall population of our state. So obviously this is a big disparity, and we're going to try to figure out what that is attributable to and what we can do about that as quickly as possible.
And Van, as you come in, I just want to put the numbers, just Louisiana numbers up side by side, because people need to look at the numbers and let them sink in when you look at it. 33% of the population of the state of Louisiana is African American. 7 in 10 of the deaths in the state of Louisiana are among African Americans. It's just a more than double your proportion of the population. When you hear the governor there, Van, I take him at his word that he is very well intended. You also know the history here. We have a crisis, everybody ramps up, a lot of money gets spent, and then some of the disparities that may have been a major factor in contributing to the crisis, when they're over, they either get forgotten, put aside, or there's not enough resources to deal with them.
Well, look, I was in conversation with the governor yesterday. I know that he is well intentioned, but here's the reality. We got off on the wrong foot here from a media point of view and from a community point of view. Everybody started saying in the Black community, this is a white folks thing. You're hearing about white folks in nursing homes. You're hearing about white folks who went to China. And in fact, a rumor got started that Black people were literally immune to this disease. That was all over the internet. Started off as a joke. People took it seriously. And in fact, you've seen this before with HIV. Oh, HIV, that's just for gay people. I don't have to worry about it. And then it spread everywhere. This is a disease. The numbers for the Black community are going to be completely different than the numbers coming out of China or Italy, because it's an epidemic jumping on top of a bunch of other epidemics already in the Black community. We already have an epidemic of high blood pressure, which is lethal if you get this disease. Nobody's saying that. We already have an epidemic of asthma, obesity, etc. In other words, you got to start saying to your Black relatives, your Black friends, do you take pills every day? If you take pills every day, are you supposed to? Get your butt in the house and don't come out, because you are going to die. Well, I'm not 80 years old. I don't know. It's not just age. In our community, it's going to be, are you sick? And Black people are underinsured, underemployed, and barely healthy on a good day because of things that were just mentioned. We have to change the discussion. We can't say comorbidities. That doesn't mean anything to the people who are in harm's way. The people who are in harm's way, do you take pills every day? Do you got sugar, diabetes? Do you got pressure, high blood pressure, hypertension? You could die in a week. You cannot be here. You've got to start screaming this to the Black community, or you're going to have a catastrophe on your hands here.
And Laura Barone Lopez, some of the politicians are starting to try to get more attention. I want you to listen here to the governor of Illinois, who gets the statistics and agrees with Dr. Jones about where it's coming from.
If you look at every person with a credit score over 800, they all have one thing in common.
Delete button. Alrighty. Anybody have any comments? Sorry about that. I got some new links coming in here for us to look at. Let me, oops. You should be able to just go right back in. There we go. Alrighty. What's going on, the driver? Let me check the chat out real quick. Naya say sickle cell anemia, diabetes, heart issues, obesity plague many. The driver says, hello, BD, Naya and Liz. Hey, the driver. We just looked at the numbers. And we got some links from Naya. And no name by cares to look at. So hold on, I don't want to get them mixed up. What's this? Was this yesterday or today? Hold on. It says 8:20. What are you doing? Copy link address. All right.
This is Democracy Now!, democracynow.org, the War and Peace Report. I'm Amy Goodman in New York City, the epicenter of the coronavirus pandemic. My co-host Juan Gonzalez is joining us from his home in New Jersey, in New Brunswick, New Jersey, the state with the second highest number of reported deaths. 1,003 people in New Jersey have died. More than 41,000 have tested positive. It's good to have you with us, Juan. If not at my side, at least safe at home.
Hi, Amy, and greetings to all of our listeners and viewers across the country and around the world.
Well, Amazon warehouse workers in Staten Island walked off the job and stayed home from work Monday to protest unsafe working conditions as online orders soar amidst the coronavirus pandemic. The action came just a week after Chris Smalls, a worker at Amazon, was fired by Amazon after leading a walkout at the same warehouse known as JFK 8. More than 50 Amazon warehouses across the U.S. have confirmed COVID-19 cases, including the Staten Island warehouse, where at least a dozen workers have reportedly tested positive for the virus. This is Staten Island warehouse worker Rena Cummings.
I've recently been made aware that there are more positive coronavirus cases at the warehouse. I am not going to work today because Amazon is putting my life at risk. They're putting my fellow workers' life at risk, as well as the community at risk. We need Jeff Bezos to close the warehouses with positive cases.
We turn right now to Angelis Solis, lead organizer at Make the Road New York. She helps lead the group's Beyond Amazon Coalition in New York City and helped organize Monday's strike. In a minute, we'll talk about mutual aid organizing among immigrant and low-income communities and Make the Road's COVID-19 Emergency Response Fund. And we'll be speaking with Congressmember Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez for the rest of the hour. But right now, we turn to Angelis Solis. Describe the worker strikes at Amazon. Were you there? How are they organizing? What are people calling for, Angelis?
Good morning. To give some perspective on the scale of one of the largest warehouses on the East Coast, the JFK 8 facility in Staten Island employs thousands who come to work from Manhattan, Brooklyn, Queens, and Jersey. Now, our members walked out last Monday because of the report of 10 positive cases in the facility. This Monday, yesterday, over 60 workers walked out again because they are nearing 30 positive cases, and Amazon has not done enough to institute safety protections, health protections, ensure sick leave for individuals who are not just showing symptoms, but also have not tested positive. So members of Make the Road New York, workers organizing with New York Communities for Change, and the Athena Coalition took action to call on Governor Cuomo to intervene and to stop the spread of the transmission. Now, we have Amazon workers who are members who say that they feel proud when they go into work and are packing essential items like diapers and food and medicine, but so many don't feel the same way when they are walking into a facility risking their lives just to ship glitter tattoos and board games. Now, if we don't call on Amazon to put their billions towards protecting their workers and limiting the spread of COVID-19 in the supply chain, they are not only profiting from this pandemic, but they're helping to perpetuate it. The virus has been shown to survive on cardboard, so we are talking about protections for the workers from the warehouse through the delivery chain.
Well, Angelis, I wanted to ask you, Amazon is one of the companies that's actually enjoying windfall profits as a result of the current crisis because the number of online orders has so sharply increased, 50% increase in the orders of food orders to Amazon. Could you talk about how has the company dealt with since the crisis inside of its plans from what you're hearing from the workers in terms of protection for them?
Absolutely. Far too many workers do not have enough masks, gloves, or proper protective equipment. There have not been strict enough social distancing measures inside of crowded break rooms. Picture thousands of workers using the same turnstiles, the same microwaves, the same bathrooms. There has been cleaning around them, but there has not been sanitation closures or commitment to 100% pay for workers who go home. Now, this is an opportunity to make very bold demands of the richest corporation in the world. For far too long, corporations like Amazon have paid nothing in taxes, and that has starved our safety net hospitals, our public hospitals like Elmhurst that require resources to deliver the care we need in this moment.
Vice News recently reported, they obtained leaked notes from an internal meeting of Amazon company executives discussing a plan to malign Chris Smalls, calling him not smart or articulate. This was apparently part of Amazon's PR strategy to smear Smalls and make him, quote, the face of the entire union organizing movement. Angeles, can you respond to this?
Absolutely. I would say that Amazon's actions towards Chris indicate a pattern of disrespect for all of the employees in the workforce who speak out against dangerous working conditions. There is a reason that Amazon has been named one of the most dangerous workplaces in America by the National Occupational Health and Safety Administration, and it is because when workers speak up about dangerous conditions on their job, Amazon swiftly suppresses worker organizing, cuts corners, and ensures that workers do not have the ability to speak up on the job safely without feeling intimidated. And their actions toward Chris are not only quite frankly racist, especially towards a black man in America, but indicate how they treat whistleblowers across their supply chain.
Angeles, I wanted to ask you on related to what's going on in Queens. Make the Road has been very active among the immigrant communities in Brooklyn and Queens for years. What do you attribute this enormous spike in illnesses, especially and deaths in Queens and the Elmhurst Hospital area?
The areas in where our members are most concentrated, the neighborhoods of Jackson Heights, Elmhurst, and Corona, have become the epicenter of the coronavirus, with 20,000 cases and counting. This is the heart of immigrant New York, one of the most diverse zip codes in the country. It is an area with a high density of low-income families who are forced to share in overcrowded housing, which increases the viral transmission inside of a household. It is an area where far too many people live paycheck to paycheck, and for a long time, denial to health care coverage has contributed to chronic health conditions. Now, we have lost members of our community, members of our organization to this virus, and in our grief, we organize. We organize because 40% of adult Latinos in New York City have lost their job and the ability to bring food home to their families. We organize because on April 1st, 40% of New York City renters came up short on rent, and because our state has yet to enact a rent suspension, far too many have to choose between paying for food or paying for rent.
Angeles, just this week, I've heard of one horror story after another. 2 Mexican immigrants who've lived here for decades, brothers, died in their home, didn't even make it to the hospital. Another immigrant, again undocumented, died. What efforts are you involved with Make the Road to reach out to people? How afraid are people to go to the hospital? Or like perhaps they're turning themselves into a police station or something.
Absolutely. The Trump administration has for far too long demonized immigrants, despite the fact that 27,000 Dreamers are at the front lines of the medical fight in the United States. Now, here in New York City, almost 90% of the delivery workforce are immigrants. 2/3 of those are undocumented. That means that those delivering food to those who most need it, they themselves cannot access life-critical benefits. The federal and state stimulus packages fall far too short of what undocumented workers need. This moment calls for a hard look at every single decision maker who willfully neglects the hard-working undocumented immigrants who pay millions in taxes but do not have the ability to access social benefits. And as such, we have several different initiatives and organizing efforts. One, our members are despite being at home, it does not mean that they're not in the fight. We are still calling for a just stimulus of what we need. We need federal and state packages that provide income streams directly to undocumented immigrants because currently this population cannot access unemployment benefits.
All right. I don't care. You get out the country then. Go home. We don't care. Go home. We got Americans down here that actually are legit and are citizens. You don't want to hear about nobody sneaking over the border. Sneak back over the border then. We got our own problems here. You ain't contributing to the society. You ain't paying no daggone taxes. You're working under the table. You ain't doing nothing for the daggone community. Get out. We got enough problems here with people that work hard. We don't want to hear about nobody sneaking in here. Who cares? If they snuck in here, that's their problem. All right. Get to the next one.
Was just fine as fuck. You feel me? He can't even breathe. I'm about to show you. Hey, I'm about to pull your cover up down. Show these motherfuckers. This motherfucker literally in this bitch dying, bro. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do, bro. This shit serious as fuck, man. You know? Y'all gotta hit CNN. I don't give a fuck. You know, I ain't trying to die in this bitch. You feel me? I got a little under a year left. These niggas in here dying left and right. Right now, I'm clean. You feel me? I'm what's that shit called? COVID negative right now. You did, but you know, who knows how long this shit lasts. So I'm about to show y'all this tent shit real quick. This shit about to fuck y'all up. They literally taking dead bodies. They don't think niggas got. Damn, bro. They don't think motherfuckers got bombs and shit in here, so you know I can show y'all this shit that's going on, how foul these motherfuckers is. And, you feel me? Cause if I die, they gonna act like this shit, you know, just happened, but they literally like the motherfuckers who ain't sick. Like, look at this motherfucker breathing all hard and shit. This shit fucking crazy. Like, the motherfuckers who ain't sick, you know, like me, they just leaving us in this bitch. Then you get sick, then you go, and then they gonna tell your family, damn, I'm pulling off, this bitch coughing. I mean, I didn't call you a bitch, but shit. I'm about to show y'all this tent shit. Hold on. There's a big tent y'all see on the basketball court, that tent right there. They literally putting the dead bodies in that motherfucker. This is what they doing. You feel me? This shit not no game. Y'all think a nigga playing is a tent in the middle of the basketball court. Nah, they got this fucking law. It's called the CARE Act for niggas like me who not sick, right? So, they like laughing for real. You feel me? Because I went and talked to them. The CARE Act is for people who not a gang member, not a sexual offender, and not on death row. If you at risk of fucking catching this shit and dying, like 3 people I know already caught this shit and died, they can send you home on home confinement, right? So I went to talk to these motherfuckers to get on home confinement. They not gonna let us on home confinement. Why? Because they gotta make money off of us, because they not gonna make no money if we at home on home confinement. You know what I'm saying? So I'm in this bitch. You feel me? Now I don't know how long a nigga gonna make it. You feel me? This shit serious. So that's why I'm like, fuck it. They can find out I got the jack. Fuck it. You know, that's what we call the phone. They can find out I got the boy. I don't even give a fuck no more. Because niggas dying. So the nurse came in this bitch today. I talked to this motherfucker. This bitch tell me, motherfucking, be prepared. You know, half the unit about to die in this bitch. Like, he literally told me that. They put the tent up, everything. That's why they stacking dead bodies at. This shit is not a game. I ain't on no gang, plan, shit, none of this shit. Like, you can see my face. I'm dead ass serious. You know, I got less than a year left. I don't want to die in this bitch. You feel me? I don't mean to cuss enough. So, like, whatever y'all motherfuckers got to do it. Tell Sam, what up? Tell Valerie I said I'm trying to make it. Y'all might not see me again. I might catch this shit and die. So, you know, pray. Whatever y'all got to do. Whoever y'all pray to, pray. This nigga was just fine as fuck. You feel me?
Alrighty. Anybody got any comments? Liz said, hey, driver. All right, let's get to the next one. No comments. Why some people of color say they won't wear homemade masks? God damn, man. All these animations, come on.
No matter how you come into this world.
That's how. Well, they got a video. Okay. We'll play it. You gonna make us watch this crap?
The numbers, just Louisiana numbers up side by side, because people need to look at the numbers and let.
Didn't we see this already?
33% of the population of the state of Louisiana is African American. 7 in 10 of the deaths in the state of Louisiana are among African Americans. That's just
okay. Well, 2 different people sent me that same thing today. Okay, cool. 2 different people sent the same thing today. Cool. Let's keep it going. We ain't mad. Let's keep it going.
Shit. You know,
hey man, am I duplicating these things? I said we already saw that. I don't see. Hold on, I don't see the same thing. So what happened? Hold on, try it again. Paste.
Shit. You know, I don't even know how to start this shit, but shit was all good like a couple days ago, right? So
it ain't the same one. It's the same guy.
All of a sudden, out of the blue, fucking everybody just fucking dying and getting sick and shit. Like, this shit serious as fuck. Like, they literally leaving us in here to die. Like, you know, there's probably like 3 dudes I know already and shit. You feel me?
All right, so we heard from you already. Let's keep moving. We got other links to get to. All right, did we look at this? Copy link address and go back. The driver says, BD, I know the 7-Eleven by my house can only have 4 people at a time. That's good.
I was given an award for doing over 50.
Oh, man. Are you serious? Check this out.
What's up, everybody? Lockout Men right here, coming back at you with another podcast for today. I hope you guys having a beautiful, blessed day. You know what I'm saying? This topic right here is I think it's about profiling. Now, I'm not sure whether it's racial
because he's simple,
or anything like that, but the title of it says, cop follows 2 black men around Illinois' Walmart for allegedly wearing surgical masks and asks them for ID. I don't make this stuff up, y'all. I don't. When I put it in the title, I don't make it up. This is the title. Cop follows 2 black men around Illinois' Walmart for allegedly wearing surgical masks and asks them for ID. Let's get into it. What's going on, guys? Lockout Men in the building. What's up? How y'all feeling today? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's a round of applause for me. I like that. Yo, what's going on with you guys today, man? How y'all feeling out there? Well, before we get started, I would like to say my name is Lockout Men, and I am your humble host of Lockout Men Podcast. If any of you guys like to come on and join me for a conversation, yo, hit me up in the Gmail. That's lockoutmenpodcast@gmail.com. Or you can hit me up in the DM over at Instagram at Lockout Men, or you could just leave a comment and I could pick it up from.
Come on, man, get to the thing.
We got people that's out of work because of this situation right now. We got a lot of people that lost their jobs because of this situation right now. Are they able to bounce back? Or is the economy, after all said and done, is the economy is able to bounce back? Will we be able to get back to normalcy out here? And if we do get back to normalcy, will you continue to do the safe precautions that you're doing now that social distancing is in full effect? You know what I'm saying? We got to stay away for 6 feet, something like that. Wear gloves, wash your hands, all that good stuff. But when it's all said and done, are y'all going to continue the social distancing? Are y'all going to congregate again? How you guys going to feel about congregating again? Can't wait to get out and enjoy the sun and congregate amongst ourselves. Let's hope for the best, y'all. But let's get into this topic, man. This was brought to me in my comment section by one of my subscribers. And they said, hey, these 2 black men was walking around Walmart with surgical masks on. And for some odd reason, the security guard or a cop told them to leave and asked them for ID. Now, I walked in. I was in a Walmart. I forgot where I was at. I think it was in Indiana, I believe. I was in a Walmart, and basically, I was doing Walmart interviews or something like that. I had at that time I was cool with a certain person that was on the line with me, and we was asking. I think the question of the day was, would you be willing to date a truck driver? Yeah, that I was asking females that question. But on my way out of Walmart, I noticed in my peripheral that I was being followed. And I was like, I seen the guy in my peripheral. And I didn't say nothing at the time, but I didn't notice that I was being followed. Now he didn't have on a cop or guard uniform. I think he was like one of them undercover Walmart security guards or something like that. But when I noticed him, I called him out. I was like, yo, bro, I see you over in the cut. And he was like, yeah, I know you see me. And I was like, why you, in the back of my head, I was like, why you following me? But after all said and done, I said to myself that he was probably following me because I was asking a lot of questions to a lot of the customers. And maybe that was cause for suspicion, I guess. I don't know. But right here in the article from the Atlanta Black Star, it says here that 2 black men claimed that they was kicked out of an Illinois Walmart after they entered the store wearing surgical masks. A video posted on YouTube by Best and his friend Jackson walked through a Wood River, Illinois Walmart as a white police officer trailed them. Now, of course, they coming in with surgical masks on. And at this time, the police chief of the Wood River Police says that this incident took place before stuff got crazy. So he felt that his officer was in the right for suspecting these 2 black men that's wearing surgical masks of doing something. But let me ask you guys this question. If they was white, would he have done that to them? I'm just asking the question. That's all. Let's go to the YouTube video for the report.
Hey, so we were in Walmart in Wood River, Illinois. This officer right here behind us just followed us in the store. You just video. He said we can't video, but he just told us we're on body cam. He just followed us from outside, told us that we cannot wear masks. There's a presidential order, there's a state order, and he's following us right now to the store. We're being asked to leave for being safe.
Now, again, this situation happened March 18th. To my understanding, let's see here.
All right, I'm getting bored. Let's keep moving. But let's keep it real, y'all. The reason why I was hesitant to wear the mask is for that same reason. Would they think I was coming to rob the place? If I'm riding around on the scooter or the bike, will somebody think I'm trying to rob them? And it's sad that you got to think that, but that's keeping it real. I am keeping it real. Wait a minute, everybody putting links up. Hold on. Did we see that link already? Is this the same thing?
We hear it over and over.
All right, this from Naya.
Thomas Moodley is resigning Monday after a recording leaked of him calling the ousted commander of the U.S. aircraft carrier Theodore Roosevelt stupid in an address to the ship's crew. Let's go to our national security correspondent, Jim Sciutto. He broke the story for all of us. Jim, so tell our viewers what you're learning about this resignation.
Well, if this has been a chain of events, a quick chain of events that really no one involved is proud of here. The acting Secretary of the Navy submitting his resignation this morning, that being accepted by the Defense Secretary, Mark Esper. But it's safe to say that it was clear to Moodley that he was losing support to keep his position. As you mentioned, this followed him taking an 8,000-mile trip all the way to Guam to address the crew of the Theodore Roosevelt after their captain had been removed, and using language that no one in the Pentagon was happy with in disparaging the outgoing commander of that ship. Have a listen to those comments here.
If he didn't think that information was going to get out into the public in this information age that we live in, then he was A, too naive or too stupid to be the commanding officer of a ship like this.
Too naive, too stupid. Of course, Moodley not aware that his own comments would get public too. Initially, he said he stood by every word. Then, under pressure, he reversed himself and he released a statement saying the following here. Let me be clear. I do not think that Captain Brett Crozier, the outgoing commander of USS Theodore Roosevelt, is naive nor stupid. I think and always believed him to be the opposite. I believe precisely because he is not naive and stupid that he sent his alarming email with the intention of getting it into the public domain in an effort to draw public attention to this situation on his ship. I apologize for any confusion this choice of words may have caused. You can see him there in that statement, though, Wolf, sticking by, in effect, his allegation that he meant this to get out there in the public. Regardless, if you have your acting Navy secretary first calling a outgoing commander of a carrier naive or stupid, and then having to say, I don't believe he's naive or stupid, I mean, that's really not a position anybody wanted to be in here, and certainly not the defense secretary.
Especially, as you know, Jim, the captain was so widely respected. He had a truly distinguished career. The crew loved him aboard the Theodore Roosevelt. Are there any second thoughts, as far as you're hearing, on perhaps the decision to relieve him of his command? Any second thoughts on that?
Well, in short, really, no. Wolf, I've talked to a lot of people in the military in the last several days about this situation. Wide respect for Crozier, no question. Wide respect for his motivation here in protecting his crew. The concern was not protecting that communication, both within the chain of command, but also with operational security concerns, because it becomes public internationally about operational capability on board a carrier. That was really the concern I heard from a lot of folks in the Pentagon. There was a note in Defense Secretary Mark Esper's letter released just a short time ago explaining all of this, saying
An investigation is still underway into Crozier, and only when that is done will they decide if he will face any further penalties or results from this. But all in all, an ugly episode all around.
Truly very, very embarrassing for the U.S. Navy. Indeed. Our Jim Sciutto, excellent reporting on your part as well. Thank you.
It is embarrassing because you are getting on the captain saying that he was stupid and naive to think the comments wouldn't get out to the media. But yet, your comments calling him naive and stupid made it to the media too. So you look just as dumb as he do. I'm sorry. You look just as dumb as he do. So okay, here you go. Two dummies.
Smarna is like very outgoing.
Oh man, I got tricked.
His home and work order goes into effect tomorrow afternoon at 5 o'clock. Tonight, our Lauren Thomas is working from home, answering some of your questions about what this means.
I'm issuing a mandatory home or work order.
We heard from Governor McMaster about his home and work order that's been issued. And we've been getting a lot of questions from viewers asking, what is this order really? Can I still socialize with my family? And how is this different from what was already put in place from other executive orders? For starters, just stay home unless you're going to work or going out for groceries. The biggest difference is that you can face jail time if you're out and about socializing or partying or hanging out with friends and not doing anything work or essential needs related.
A violation of any of these mandatory requirements is a misdemeanor, 30 days in jail and or $100 fine for each day of violation.
So again, no parties, no groups of more than 3 people unless you all live in the same house together. But Governor McMaster was pretty stern in his message to the public. He says he wants to make sure that people are continuing their social distancing and continuing to heed those guidelines to stop the spread of COVID-19. Now, we did get a question about retail stores like Walmart or Target. Governor McMaster is now ordering that they limit the number of customers in their stores.
No more than 5 customers for every 1,000 square feet in a retail business or 20% capacity, according to the fire marshal, whichever is less.
So instead of going to Walmart and picking up a board game or a DVD Blu-ray box set, you'll probably only have access to groceries and essential needs there. Also, we got a question about gun stores. They're still open, and here's why.
Because there's a constitutional right to have and bear arms. That's the Second Amendment.
So there you go. This order goes into effect starting Tuesday, tomorrow at 5 p.m., and will stay in effect until the end of April. Reporting in Columbia, at home, Lauren Thomas, News 19, WLTX.
All right. That was from the driver. Well, now, they were saying he's supposed to contact his chain of command. He's not supposed to send letters out to the public. You know, it's the same thing that happened with Okanaj and Lala. When she thought that Okanaj had put her information out there, in the military, they got this code. And you can't breach the code. Breaching the code is like being in the mob. And you tell mob business. They're going to find you in the river with cement boots on. But the guy responding to the first guy, he looked just as silly because his comments, the captain's comments got out to the public. But so did the person that's over him that's sitting there talking about him. He didn't think that would get leaked out too. You gonna call a man naive and stupid. Then you gonna say, yeah, I said it. And then somebody put pressure on you. Well, you know, I don't believe that I don't take the guy seriously. He need to be relieved of duty. Naya said he contacted his command. They ignored his pleas for help. Do you believe a commander does not know the chain of command is first to notify? Well, Naya, that's what we're waiting on. What is the situation on the ship? What's the situation on the ship that he did leak that out? What's the information? What's really going on? That's what we should be asking. Not picking on the commander. That's the question we should be asking. What are they covering up? Because they're focusing on the commander and not focusing on the problems on the ship. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? They're using the old okie doke on you. The Navy ain't said what's wrong with the ship, why the man said what he said. All they saying is he's demoted and he might be court-martialed because he leaked classified information. But what was it about? Nobody would talk about what was going on the ship that this man risked everything to get the message out. And why are the sailors, if this man did something wrong, why are the sailors cheering him as he leaves? Something's going on that ship. But nobody's focusing on that. They focusing on the commander and then what this idiot said. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? What's the underlying problem? We don't know. And they not letting it out. But they want to distract us. Yeah, he called him stupid. Yeah, and now he going back on it. Yeah. Well, what was the problem on the ship? That's what I want to know. What was the problem on the ship? Let's just keep it real. We being sidetracked.
So all the cat lovers on.
With them calling each other names. This is no commercial. Yep.
In the Chicago area was shocked to find out that he was just diagnosed with COVID-19. We've been hearing from a lot of doctors and experts, but let's talk to someone who's actually living with this. This is Marlo Davis. He joins us now to talk about his experience. Thanks so much for joining us.
Oh, you're welcome.
So Marlo, give us an idea how you found out you have this, what your symptoms were.
So initially it started when I started having a cold symptoms, flu-like symptoms, coughing, fever, sweats, and chills, and they would not go away, and they just continued to persist. And what made me really go in is when I woke up on last Saturday morning, and I threw up blood, and at that point I knew that it was something more serious. And when I did go to the University of Chicago to get tested, they did not test me at the time because they weren't set up and equipped to do that.
How long ago was that, Marlo?
This was on this past Saturday.
Wow.
That I went there, and they swabbed me for the flu. They tested me. They did a chest exam, and they said that I had viral pneumonia. So that's what they initially told me. So at that point, I then again decided to go over to Rush Medical. And from there, they did do the testing for COVID-19. And I came back on yesterday that I was positive for it. But because their chest x-ray also showed that I had viral pneumonia. But a very special person to me, Dr. Patricia Boatwright, felt that I had COVID-19.
Wow.
And she stood on that. The test did come back positive for it.
Okay, so then, don't you feel the need to be in the hospital? What treatment do they prescribe for you?
No. So at the time, because they were treating viral pneumonia, they gave me some antibiotics to treat that. And because we did not know that I was going to be tested positive, of course, for COVID. So the antibiotics that I'm on right now are treating the pneumonia itself. And because, of course, there's no cure or remedy for the COVID, they're just telling me to just still self-contain. And I've already been in for now about 5 days. into the 14-day quarantine that they are saying that people should do.
Well, when we hear, you were throwing up blood, it's got to be disturbing. That's what sent you to the hospital. Did they tell you go to the hospital if you can't breathe, if it's more of a respiratory issue, that's when you should go in?
It becomes more serious if it's a respiratory issue. Because when I was at Rush University, they were turning people away, not to be mean, but if they weren't showing any symptoms of any coughing, fever, or respiratory issues, they just were not going to test you.
So,
yeah. Go ahead.
Let me see if I have the timeline right here. So you have 9 more days until the quarantine is done. Is it your belief that at the end of that you'll know whether you're getting better or not?
Correct. That's the truth. Yeah. And after that, actually, because I just got the news on yesterday, they are probably starting my quarantine longer from that point of saying that you're positive. So it's probably going to be more like another 12 to 13 days for me.
So Marlo, you went to the hospital on Saturday, did you first have symptoms for a while before that?
I was having some coughing, fever. I had the chills. The chills and the sweats were the worst. You just don't anticipate that happening. And for me, I'm fairly healthy, and for me to get sick like this, it was just really devastating. And so when you start to feel the chills and the sweats, and when you take all of the particular medicines and Theraflu, and you see that it's not breaking, and for me, it was not breaking at all. That's what I knew was serious.
Are you feeling better now? Do you still have fever?
I am feeling better now. My energy level is better. My appetite is returning. Over the last week, I was eating really pretty much close to nothing. The sweats and the chills really subsided a lot. Energy levels really starting to bounce back.
Real quick, you're a business owner. How are you getting food into your house, and how are you going to run your business?
So from the standpoint of how I run my business, I have my guys in place, my teams in place that are really helping me out a lot, that have really rallied around me to take care of the continuous business that I have set in place, which has been great. My clients have been really supportive. I mean, it really has been a good team effort that have really rallied around me, and that has helped tremendous.
Marlo, how do you feel about when you see, people still out and about, and, I know everyone doesn't really believe that, they're going to get sick. Were you one of those people that thought you could get sick, or are you reacting this whole time like, what are people doing out?
No, I wasn't. I was real about this. I understood that this is a real pandemic, as they're saying. So I wasn't skeptical. I apologize. I wasn't skeptical at all about what was happening. But for me, I was like, some people think that it's, they have conspiracy theorists out here who have their own, I think, twisted point of view about it. But this is really real. And when I did post a post on Facebook, I think that it really hit home. And for all the responses, they were like, wow, this happened to Marlo, that this is really a true thing.
Well, Marlo, we wish you nothing but the best. Thanks for checking in with us, and we hope you get well soon.
Thank you so much.
All right, take care.
Take care.
Hey, y'all. We've been so heavy on the COV. Let's talk about something else. I don't know how. I'm still getting community posts. I keep asking y'all to go to my community post, leave a like and a comment. I'm still getting community posts from the woman in Atlanta. I'm also getting community posts from Vic Damone. But Vic Damone helped us out when we were trying to hit 10,000. He actually donated. He actually subscribed 4 or 5 of his channels. So I subscribed to them channels back. So You know, every once in a while he put up a community post. And I'm noticing, so we got one from Lala, so I clicked it. It was clickbait because she was talking about Princess X, and she had some screenshots. So I clicked it. I said, well, let's see what Princess X said. You don't hear much from her. And she was begging Lala for some money to get some weed. She actually asked her, are you still smoking? Yeah, I just asked because I need some money for weed. And so I said, well, let me go ahead and click the page and see what the woman doing. And guess what she doing? She wasn't getting nothing but 286, 300, 500 views. So now she beefing with Tommy and Michi X again. From Vic's community post, I clicked his channel and he's feuding with Tommy, still feuding with Suey, and still feuding with LaTanya. They all doing the same crap. But I just noticed, and the only reason I'm commenting is, because I ain't watched none of that crap, I just looked at the numbers. Her numbers were less than 400. Talking about the woman in Atlanta. But when she was still talking that same old, TS tried to sleep with her and showering with his daughter and things like that, her views were 1,000. And we not going to pick on her. I want to pick on the people. So you won't watch her when she talks about regular things. But you watch her if she's talking about somebody. This stuff is 7 months old. Yeah, the driver, the paint on the carpet is alive again. I didn't watch any of it. I just looked at the videos. And I'm like, they in that same circle. But I can't fault them. I fault the people. Why do you keep watching that crap? We got people dying. 10,000 people dead in the United States. And y'all still talking about somebody texting somebody to have sex. You still talking about somebody painting on the floor. We got people dying in the street. People can't even go outside and play. Kids can't go to the park. You can't even throw a party. And you talking about this stupid stuff. And y'all wonder why I don't miss it. Y'all wonder why I don't miss the sector. It just show you how dumb our people is. And anybody that hear this, you got something to say, come over here and talk to me and explain to me why the hell you watch that crap. Please explain. Come explain to us. We won't block you. We won't mute you. Call in. Explain. Why do you watch that crap? The same old, same old. The same people. I'm your friend today. I'm going to cuss you out tomorrow. And now I'm your friend. Then I'm going to cuss you out the next week. And people sitting there, oh, yeah, get him. Yeah, he sure did. Yeah. We sat there when the people been talking about him having showers with the daughter. She was defending him. Somebody sent me something that says, she now says that the child was not 3 or 4, the child was 7 or 8. I'm just saying. And you sit there and watch it. That let you know the people that watch them are retarded. They just doing it to get the views and the donations. But why are the people sitting there watching that mess? Naya said TV is creating boredom and something. You go back to something that happened 7 months ago? Y'all realize that was last year, right? You realize that we are now in April of 2020. We're not in April of 2019. I'm just saying. You said don't take it seriously. I'm just trying to understand. But then you wonder why black people are dying more from this. Because instead of worrying about washing your hands and distancing yourself, you're more concerned about what these people on YouTube are saying about each other and making it your life. That's what the problem is. This is what the problem is. There ain't nothing great about these people. Nothing. But you more worried about what they doing than what you doing. I think there's something wrong with the people. I really do. I think it's something wrong with our people. I really do. The driver says, BD, I have to disagree, BD. It's people on here dedicate their life to getting rid of Tommy. We need to dedicate our life to get these people off YouTube. If they would stop worrying about the man would lose favor. I watched that man back in 2017, and I know what he's doing. I guarantee you. If Lala is mentioning Michi X in her videos, I guarantee you that Tommy is sitting up the top and got Michi at the bottom and letting her be the bulldog and letting her cuss him. I ain't got to watch. I know what the man do. And the people in the chat room, yeah. Get him, Michi. Get him, Michi. Because she ain't doing nothing but what Lala used to do. I ain't got to watch it. I can just look at the topics and say, oh, there you go. Same old rinse and repeat. Now, Victor Moore had a community post up last week where he was talking about Tommy's mother begging for money or something. And now he got a post up saying, talking to Suey in Labanya. They going around in a little circle. Remember that song? Round the outside. Come on, y'all, go around the outside. They on the merry-go-round. And I only comment because I see the stupidity. Somebody should say something. Why is it that you have to be hollering and fussing and cussing at people in order for them to watch? Why you gotta act a fool? The driver said, I think they're all running a drama game on people. Why does anybody care about his mind? I don't know. I don't find the man to be funny. Y'all do, I don't. I don't see the man as entertaining. I don't see none of them as entertaining. The fact that they have to do that means that they don't have no skills. They can't make it without the beefing, without the drama, without the cussing and the fussing. They can't make it. They don't intimidate me. I'm laughing at them. Because when they do regular shows, the numbers go, woo. I'm being serious. Watch and see how long they can go without talking about somebody. They can't. And when they try, somebody in the chat, hey, you know, Tyrone, hey, you know, somebody talk about you. And then they got to go run. Instead of saying, hey, shut up, man, I ain't talking about that. We dealing with this. And then the person will stay or they'll leave. But they don't have the courage. They don't have the courage to stick to their own guns. They got to go with what the crowd want. Well, somebody in Detroit once told me, you can't do what the people want. It's your show. But yet, he don't even control his own chat. The women in there do. I'm going to take advice from this man who can't go a day without talking about somebody. Every show talking about somebody. That's his content. Somebody else. What's somebody else doing? That's the content. I just don't understand it. The driver says, why does anybody care about his mom? They don't care about the mom. They just want to use the mom to get at him. Question is why? If you would literally ignore this man and do your own thing, instead of running behind him and boosting him up, you'd be able to do something. Driver says, BD, I can care less about what goes on in this man's personal life. I'm going to be honest with you. I keep forgetting about him. He's not important to me. But the people notice if they jump on him, they get a jump in viewership. And that's why they do it. But they got to understand, it don't last. When a woman in Atlanta laid low all this time, I actually looked at her like 5 rows before I clicked it off. I just looked at the 5 rows. When she wasn't doing none of that stuff, guess what? Well, nobody watching. What'd that tell you? Same thing about Kevin King. When he first talked about TS, people was watching. When he put him on the show, people went over there and watched him. Now he gets 3-4 views. So what happened? It wasn't nothing that he did. It was because he was talking about TS, and the people that hate TS watched. And his followers watched so they could report back. But when he stopped talking about TS, now he back down to 10 views less. Naya said most likely the same reason he cares about black women is content. I got an answer for that, but we on this channel and I can't give it. But I'm just asking the point. From watching that man in 2017, the first thing he say when you say something to him is, I got 2,000 people watching me, and I bet you got 10, you got 20, you got 5. How many people watching you is more important than the content you deliver? What's more important? The content, the message that you bring, or the amount of people that watch you? What's more important? I'll just put the question out there. What's more important? If you're a new YouTuber and you start going live and you care about dogs and animals and them being endangered, and you want to help wake people up, and then you find out that there's somebody else that talks about animals, but they talk about how dumb they are, or how feeble-minded they are, or how they tear your stuff up, and they get more views than you do. So do you switch up? Instead of trying to help animals, now I'm going to do what that person doing, and I'm going to get people to get rid of their animals. I'm going to get people to kick a dog when they see him in the street. Just kick that mutt. I'm going to film myself going around kicking mutts because people going to watch. That's what they watch. Look at him. He kicking the dog. The dog went flying 20 feet. Oh, yeah. This is what they're doing. Except that it's human beings instead of dogs. You know? So the message don't matter. People say that we boring. But we talk about stuff that you could actually use. There ain't nothing I could watch them and use. Some new cuss words. No, they say the same old stuff. There ain't be no new cuss words. If you walk out the door right now and there's something going on, what information can you take from one of their shows and say, you know what? The woman in Atlanta said I should do this. You know what? The man in Atlanta said I should do this. You know what? The only time you can actually say that is if you're going to buy some weed, or if you get into an argument with somebody. Well, let me see. I can try to use the angle that, let me use that logic that she used, and let me try. That doesn't help your life. But that's more important. I don't understand. The driver said lately it's been a lot of black women on supporting him. They not supporting him. They trying to support themselves. They trying to link on. The driver says, you're not boring, BD. It's just drama free and people don't like it. When YouTube first came on, it was drama free, wasn't it? The people that get the 1 million views, they drama free. We talking about people that get 50,000 views or less. To do that, they got to have all this drama. But there are people on YouTube they get views, get 10 times the views, get 10 times the donations, and they ain't got to act a daggone fool. What is it about our people that it's more about how you look and the image you portray than the content of your character? If there's a minister and he's not in a suit with wingtips and a hat on, most people won't pay him no mind. But that man could be the most evilest person in the world, but because he got a Cadillac and he got the church hat on and he got the suit on with the wingtip shoes, they'll listen to anything he say. But somebody come along dressed like them and say, hey, this is the right way. Oh, man, get out of here. I don't get it. I just don't understand it. I just don't get it. And I'm still looking for a YouTuber in religion that I can link up with. I ain't found one yet. I ain't found not one person, male or female. I ain't found not one person who I can link up with. All the thousands of YouTubers we ain't found not one religious person that we can link up with. Not one. I keep looking. I can find you some people that can quote some scripture, but when you ask them, what does it mean? They can't tell you. They can quote it. Yeah. Isaiah 7:10. And yeah, John 1. And they can say it because they got it memorized. But then when you ask them, well, what are you talking about? Break it down. Well, it's right now. No, tell me, what does that mean? Well, hallelujah. Amen. Glory be to God. Hey. No, tell me what it means. Break it down. Well, you should know. The driver says, BD, I bet if you start going at someone, everyone will come back. I know they will, the driver. But I got more to bring than that, I hope. And I keep trying to bring people in, but the people don't want to come. Because they have to come as they are. And people can't do that. That's why they go on social media to be something they're not. We ask them to be who they are. They don't like who they are. That's why they got all these fancy names. Why they got all these fancy pictures up. they don't like who they are. And because they don't like who they are, they want to pick on people to make them feel better because they don't like themselves. Let that marinate for a second. The people don't like themselves. So it makes them feel better to talk about and put down somebody else. That's no talent of the YouTuber. That's the emotional state of the people. Let that marinate for a second. You know, Laura is having problems with Streamlabs. She keep putting up shows that say no views. I think she's having a problem with the Streamlabs. But we went over there 3 times straight. Didn't cause a problem. Last time we go over there, somebody named Kenneth, who used to be in our chat, going to tell me, don't come over here bringing no trolls and no trouble. So obviously he ain't watched me and ain't been watching her neither. Because he would have seen us the other 3 times in there if he was. And if he was watching us, he would know we don't do that stuff no more. We ain't done it in a long time. He would know that. But this is what I'm talking about. People want the negativity. He wanted somebody to come in there and troll. People live for it. And then he want to be the simp hero. Yeah. I'm looking out for you, La. Yeah. Why we can't just stand on our own? Why we can't just be ourselves? Why is that not good enough? People get tired of hearing me say, what are you talking about? You always come on here picking on somebody. What? We got 25 channels. Go look them up. For every negative video, there are 5 positive ones. Why you don't mention that? Because you skip right over them, that's why. You go to find the bad stuff. I had to edit this channel and take out a lot of the stuff, delete the videos, or put them on private, so that when you turned in the first wave, you didn't see anything negative. Because the people will look past all the sermons and skim by all the positive things, skip all that, and we'll find the first video that was negative, and then come in there. How you supposed to be a preacher and you're sitting here making videos like this? So you just skim past all the good stuff. And the good stuff didn't even touch your heart because you were looking for the negativity. When we first changed the name of this to Minister Brother Derrick, I don't know if y'all remember, but somebody came in to the chat and said, how you supposed to be a preacher now when you the roast champ? Like, what? So they didn't watch none of the videos. Went right on by them. Just do 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 do. That goes something to look exciting. Let me click it. Do 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 do. There goes some. That look exciting. Let me click it. Do we want them people in our chat? Is the question. That's the question. The driver says, BD, I don't understand why some people don't realize that 90% of this stuff is fake. Why is it so hard for blacks to figure that out? It's just like I told you. They're not happy with their lives. They're not happy with what's going on with them. And they'll come in here and tell you, yeah, I troll. I like to get stuff started up. But here's the one thing that I can't figure out about YouTube. Why is it that when the trolls use the big names in the titles, they don't get the views? That's the one thing I can't understand. Why is it that when the trolls put the big names in their titles, they don't get the big views? You know, the woman thought that she was going to be able to talk about TS and Zone and True Freeman and was going to pick on our show, and it was going to make her rich. And yet, she averages 40 views or less. I find it funny. Same thing with the guy from Brownsville. All up in everybody's chat, kissing everybody's butt. The only videos that he have that are big don't have nothing to do with him. Don't have nothing to do with him. He'll tell you, I don't care about that. I sell drugs. I don't need no either. Then why do it? Why put your time and effort into it if you don't care? Yeah, that's all you guys, YouTube. I'm doing all this. Well, then why are you making videos? Even the videos you make, you play somebody else's music and play that video. You got nothing to you. The driver said, BD is someone that comes in here that hates me because I said these guys work together. I don't know why they would hate you for saying that, because it's true. I just told you I haven't watched none of that videos, but just from the community posts of 2 people, I know. Because Vic Damone had up a post last week talking about Tommy and his mother. So now they back at it. But then the day he posted about Subi and LaTanya, whatever her name is. So that's the same circle. How long will it be before him and the woman in Atlanta going at it? But now TS is going with the woman in Atlanta. She trying to start something with Michi X and what's his name? President X. What's all these X's? And Tommy, just to get some views. Nobody was watching him. She wasn't making no money on her ass like I wasn't. She got to talk about somebody with somebody to watch her. You know how bad that is? Do y'all realize how bad that is? They can talk all the shit they want to talk. How bad is it that you can't get nobody to watch you unless you talking about somebody? Nobody will watch you. That's bad. Your numbers go, woo. You thought our numbers dropped when we switched to religion. God darn. I made the mistake of not changing the stream key. So the wrestling video that I did about the Monday Night Raw, it only got 19 views. Now some of y'all would say that's bad. No. Because we did 5 hours and only got 68. If I had done 5 hours on the wrestling, I would have did better than the COV coverage. If I had done 5 hours on the wrestling, I would have done better than the sermons. Let that marinate. I only did an hour and something. We average 5 something a show. And we average between 58 and 100 views. I did a 1 hour show talking about the wrestling, and we did 20. And 99.9% of people that watch YouTube don't know that I cover the wrestling now. They don't know. What's going to happen as they start to realize that I'm covering the wrestling and they come watch? The channel's going to blow up. What's going to happen when I come on early on a Wednesday or a Monday and I actually go into these live streams after the wrestling go off and I go in there and advertise? It's going to pick up steam. You know, Naya said it's nothing to do with racial makeup as many races view all areas of YouTube. Naya said, yes, they work together, intentional or not. The driver said the funny part is these guys don't hate each other. They've already shown that the driver, the woman admitted while she was making all those videos, talking about VD, his wife, and his little girl, that she was talking to him behind the scenes the whole time. And people still watch her. She exposed herself as a fraud, yet people still watch her. That tell you. With all the stuff that she said about him, his wife, his daughter, the Dubs, the house, he got 3 videos that he made last year talking about, come on back. Come on back. Somebody can talk about you like a Doug and you want them to come back. Y'all know how crazy that sounds. Why would you want to take somebody back that tried to humiliate you and your whole family? Why would you want to take them back? Why would you welcome them back with open arms? Why is it that you can do your show and spend hours sitting in the dark talking about somebody, but then when you get on the panel, you get whored the heck out of and made you look like an idiot, and then you come back on your own show, yeah, they were trying to over talk me, you know. I don't get it. I don't understand it. The driver says it's not crazy, it's acting. They gotta be acting. I don't understand how it'd be like if Mike Tyson got in the ring and got beat up, and then came on the YouTube show and started running him out. We're like, where was that energy at? You were getting beat up. Where was that energy at when you were getting beat up? You was a daggone punching bag. Now you ready to beat the reporters up. You ready to beat up everybody. Where was all that energy when it was time to fight? If you're supposed to be a fighter. Somebody jump on you and attack you, and you, I'm gonna flag you. They don't understand the power. We got the power of the flag, cause we gonna ask the man to come get you. You gotta ask the man. You gotta ask Mr. Google. You gotta ask Mr. YouTube to come fight for you. Just shut up. If you can't verbally joust, shut up. Don't say nothing. Do your show and ignore it. But don't get into that arena if you can't fight. I'm not getting in the ring with Mike Tyson if I can't fight. Let him talk about me all he want. Put on him. Well, you know, Mike Tyson talking about me, so you should take away his fighting license. Because he's talking about me. Take away his fighting license. I'm not going to get in the ring and fight him. So I need you, the boxing commission, I need you to do what I can't do. Take him out. They're making money. They're not going to stop. That's why I don't understand. I'm going to flag you. When somebody that big flagging no bother, then they go to another channel. The people going to follow them. You might slow them down for a second, then they right back. Yeah, we got to flag them again. Knock on it. So you waste your time flagging. Eventually, the man going to realize what you're doing and they're not going to pay you no mind. Then what you going to do? Well, I'm going to start messing with his children then. I'm going to start messing with his mother then. Nah, I'm going to have to start messing with his landlord. Where he live at? I'm going to try and mess up his job if he got one. And this is what they do. I'm going to show his information. Instead of just leaving it alone. Go do what you got to do. What are you doing? You got that much time. Because see, you got a lot of people that expect to keep picking on people and trying to make a career out of it. And when the person jump back at them, well, I don't understand why he make a video about me. You got like 50 videos about that person. Well, yeah, but I'm little. He not supposed to pick on me. She not even supposed to see it. I'm so little. Why is it that our people think they can do something to you and you ain't supposed to do nothing back? That's why they so easy to beat. They really believe that they can do everything to you, but if you do something back, what's wrong with you? Why are you hitting me? Why are you talking about me? Didn't you show my information? Yeah, so why you show mine? You're supposed to be better than me. What? That's the mindset. That's the way they think. When you do something back to them, they don't know what to do. Hey, you ain't supposed to fight me back. I'm supposed to be able to hit you. But if you hit me back, you're a punk. If you don't hit me back, I'm going to keep punking you. But if you hit me back, you a real punk. What? Where did logic come from? But that's the logic that they have today. That is their logic. They can do whatever they want to do to you when you fight back, it's something wrong. And now, come on, God done it. Did you see what he did? Y'all see what he did to me? I need y'all to donate. Donate and let them know that they can't take me from you. Come on, kick it out. Show them. Make them mad. Make them mad. Let me hear that cash app go out. Let me hear that cha-ching. Let them hear it. If I'm in the audience, why do I care about somebody else hearing your cash app go off? Why do I care? We not in no battle. We not in the army. We in the army. It's us against them. Who to them? Him and his followers against me and my followers. What are we fighting over? Well, they keep talking about me. What's that got to do with me? They're not talking about me. What they got to do with me? Well, you're a part of this chat, right? God done it. Then they're talking about you. They talk about me. They're talking about you. Suppose I'm in both chats. Well, then you got to support both of us. You got to donate to him. You got to donate to me. You can't be in the middle. I can't be in the middle. I got to pick a side? What are we fighting over? Damn. What are we fighting over? It don't matter. We're just fighting. And we on this side, and he got people on his side. He's got the Truth Nation, and I've got the Soho Nation. I've got the Army. I've got the La Nation. I got the Zoe Nation. We on one side. I got the 7. We all on one side. And we got to fight the other ones. And in order for you to help me fight, you got to hit that Cash App or hit that PayPal. Come on. Show them and make them mad. Give me money to make them mad. Kick out the Doski and make them mad. That's what they tell you, y'all. That's why they mad, because y'all donating. We got $396 in here. Come on. Can we hit 400? Come on and make them mad. Come on. We at 400. Can we hit 5? Come on. Make them mad. Because you know their followers ain't going to donate to them like this. Come on, y'all. Let's make them mad. Come on. Hit that Cash App. And they're over there doing the same thing. Look at them begging for donations. Y'all need to show them that y'all donate too. Come on. Don't make me look bad. Come on now. He getting all them donations. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Let's let them. You know they watching. Let's let them hear. Let me hear y'all come together. Come on. Come on, nation. Let's come together. Come on. Show your support. What are we fighting over? Why are we kicking out our money? Do you need something? No, I don't need nothing, but I just need you to show up. I'm looking bad right now. If they donating over there, we're not donating here. Come on. Hit that donation key. Come on. Hit it. That's what they do. Driver said, BD, if people on here that will give up everything to see him off YouTube. Driver said, BD, it's so easy to unsubscribe from a channel. Problem solved. That's how you get rid of someone on YouTube. But if they do that, then they don't know what he's doing. See, that's the problem. They don't know what he's doing. They don't understand. You can type his name in and go look at the video. You ain't got to be subscribed to him. It doesn't occur to him. It doesn't occur to him. They so invested. And like you said with the acting, I give it to them. They got the people so invested in what they do. You know, they'll sit there and make fun of our mobile lives. But they only take you when they go on someplace famous. They won't take you to everyday things. If they ain't showing off something, they won't let you into their lives. Unless they in a good position and they showing off, they won't let you in their lives. I let you in my lives. Everywhere I go, I live stream it. Everywhere. Not just when I'm going to kick off some money. Not just when I'm going someplace nice to show off. But they don't understand that, right? He going to the market. He ain't going to the club. I don't understand. Why is he live streaming that? He's on there talking about he gonna cook some chicken and some rice. When I talk about cooking, I'm making a full course meal. See, everything got to be big. And they got to be showing off. They can't just be themselves. That's the difference. They're not confident in themselves. They got to always be doing something. A lot of these people, when they live stream, they doing something. And the total opposite of that is you got people that don't even put no effort into their show at all. I'm here, so you should be here. Why are you not here? Well, the person over there got bells and whistles on that show. All kinds of stuff flying across the screen, all kinds of different images, different kind of things. Good topics. What are you doing? I'm just sitting here. So you should be here. I'm here. Why are you not here? Now, what's the topic for today? We don't do topics. What are we going to talk about? I don't know. What do you want to talk about? Like what? Then why are you on? I wonder if Empire gonna be good tonight. All right, Empire. Now you said something. Yeah, you watched Empire last week. Donate so I can get rid of Tommy. Yeah. If y'all would support me, if y'all would support me, he'd been gone a long time ago. I ain't seen nobody go nowhere. It's just about money. Like I said, I was the one hitch in the wagon. I was the one hitch in the wagon. They want you to attack and then back off. Attack and then back off. Attack and then back off. Because when there ain't nothing going on, then they can rekindle it. Then you can attack. When there's other things going on and you don't need it, back off. Let it build up. That's what they do. That's why you keep seeing the same people keep coming in as they need it to keep it going. When they came at me, I went for the jugular. I ain't no, I'm going to attack you and then stop. No, I'm gonna beat you down. Well, you ain't supposed to do that. You want to, you just too mean. You just bringing the house. Well, if you attack me, I'm supposed to bring the house. You ain't gonna tell me how to attack you. I didn't tell you to bother me, but you want to keep getting in my face. I'm gonna put you down. No, you're not supposed to put me down. You just supposed to fight back and let the people get into it, and then we stop. And then when things get boring, we go back at it again, and then we stop. And then when it get boring, we go back at it again, and then we stop. And that's that game they play. I won't play the game. I'm all out. You jump on me, I'm jumping back. It ain't gonna be no, okay, you did enough, stop. No, I'm gonna beat you down. I'm gonna make you not even want to hit that live button. The driver said, is there a way to kick someone off YouTube? I don't think so. I'll be honest with you. As long as it only takes 2 minutes to set the count up, no. Now it says, like gangs do not own city blocks. Those seeking donations for a platform they do not own is bogus. You know, if somebody needs something, or if you want to show appreciation for somebody's time, but y'all have been here and y'all have had people come in here and say, well, if you would jump on somebody, I would donate. And I would see that and I would go, who's that retard? Am I a roast for hire? What do they call them soldiers that go over to other countries and fight for them countries? What do they call them soldiers? Y'all know what I'm talking about? They go over to the other countries and they help them in their war. I think that that's what the people look for. They look for rogue soldiers and they want you to go attack somebody they don't like and they'll reward you for it. If you come for a purpose, why would you be distracted? That's a distraction. I'm supposed to stop doing what I'm doing because I need to go jump on somebody you don't like. Driver says the truth is all you have to do is create another channel. Naya says YouTube does not ban IP addresses. All you gotta do is come back as another channel. That's all you got to do. If you don't believe that that stuff is fake, when I ask most of these YouTubers, why do you always talk about the negative stuff and never offer any possible solution? They shut up. They don't want a solution. They want to keep everything the way it is so they can keep benefiting off of it. They shut up. They ain't got no answer. And they get afraid then because then people, yeah, why you ain't got no solutions? I can go outside and see what's going on. Why you don't tell me how to deal with it? And the problem is that when you do that, guess what? The ratings do this. Boosh. Boosh. It wouldn't surprise me, and I'm going to say this. And the Spirit just told me to say it. And I don't believe I'm about to say this. I guarantee you, if you go look at TS channel, I guarantee you, with them saying that the stimulus people who owe child support not getting their money, I bet you Tommy got videos on it. I bet money. I bet my channel he's got a video. I bet you he got a video up talking about child support. How come they not getting the stimulus money? What do y'all want to bet on? I bet you anything. I bet you the driver. I bet you $20 the driver. I bet you $20 that he got a video up. I ain't been on his channel. I don't even know. I know he do. I guarantee you he got a channel up. The driver says Tyra and Tommy acting at the circle. That's what I was telling the guy on the phone the other day, 47 Ronin. Ain't nowhere in the world I'm going to be at the circle and not do nothing. If I'm mad at this man for talking about my daughter and talking about how she ought to be raped and run over by the school bus 5 times and hope the plane go down when she come visit me, and this man in my face, I got a gun in my pocket, he got a gun in his pocket. I don't care if it's 50 police there. I'm getting my shot. The police come over there, I'm going to start dancing. I'm going to do the... I'm going to be dancing. Yeah, take me away. But he going to the hospital. You can take me downtown. But he going to downtown Memorial. It ain't going to be no friendly adventure. I might take this Bible with me. Because after I body slam him, I might start hitting him in the head with the word. Maybe some of that knowledge will go from the Bible into the skull. And the news is going to say, some Bible-toting madman beat the heck out of this man in Indiana. Some Bible-toting man beat some man in Atlanta. They gonna be like, the first time we ever seen somebody get beat up with the Bible. Like, yep. I had to come back and ask y'all to donate for another one because this one got blood on it. The driver said, BD, I'm not gonna lie, they make it feel like it's real. It ain't real, because if it was real, there's no way in the world. If you the other person, and that person took your son away from you, and your grandchildren, and that man was in front of you, and you didn't put your hands on him, man, come on. Whatever, they faking. I'm sorry. Ain't no way in the world. Man crying about he about to lose his house. They had that incident. That man ain't mentioned that house since. Say what you want to say. Let your mind wander. Let it wander. You ain't heard nothing about that man's house. That's why I said, you know, if that's what people want to do, let them do it. Now, I mean, people want to jump off the bridge. Do I got to follow them? People want to take drugs. Do I got to follow them? I'm just saying, if you're going to put your hands, I'm sorry, you going to put your words on somebody. Like them 2 guys at the park. Man, y'all know we carry 2 cameras, and they both 360. Ain't none of that footage gonna be missed. You gonna see it. You gonna see somebody go up in the air, and somebody gonna go down. Depending on the weight. If they ain't got no weight on them, you gonna see an overhead belly to belly. If they got some weight on them, you gonna see a clip into a sidewalk lane. You ain't gotta lift them. All you gotta do is take them off balance and walk them till they lose that balance and then drive them into the ground. You're gonna see somebody get suplexed. You're gonna see a beautiful front kick. You might even get a spin kick. If I land a spin kick to the groin, they won't have children for years. Java said, did you notice when he went to Indiana and tried to get T-Man kicked out? The driver, I meant what I said. I said it. If TS would have bought that house, I would have rented it. To the day I died. The same place where he hold his show at, I'd have been right there. The driver said, it's like you paying somebody to troll you. Yup, that's what he do. And that's why he kept coming over here. He was coming over here to try to pick me up. Nope. No, thank you. I don't need to be under you. Why would the champ need to be under the titty of a contender? Why would I need to be under somebody else's armpit? I can stand on my own. Did y'all ever see that movie with Wesley Snipes? Where he was in prison, he was a prison boxing champion. And they were making fun of Mike Tyson. But the real boxing champion got in trouble with a woman and he got locked up. And that real champion spent the whole time trying to make the prison champion be his buddy. And in the end, prison champion said, I ain't having it, man. My prison championship mean more than your world heavyweight championship, and I'm gonna beat the crap out you. I don't care how much money you offer me. And he beat him up. Now, to most of the world, they don't know that the world champion got beat up because only the people in the prison know. Only the people in the prison know. And the people that sanction the fight, you know, the people who know it's illegal, but they pay the money to go see it anyway. They're the only ones that know. The majority of the people don't know. But the guy know. If he had to sit in jail the rest of his life, he'd know he beat the world champion. That's how I look at it. I don't care if I sit at the bottom of YouTube. I know I'm the champ. My Lord and Savior know. He might not like it, but he know. That's good enough for me. I remember when I was in school, I was going to school 88. It said Wildwood Parkway and Edmondson Avenue. It's I forgot the name of it, but it's number 88. It ain't hard to Google it. Me and another guy, we were the two biggest people in the class. The guy was a bully. But because we were similar in size, he didn't bully me. So one day, doing recreation, the other people in the class kept saying we should wrestle. I was like, man, I don't want to wrestle. So they finally talked us into it. Man, I tied him in a knot and threw him all around that daggone. The teacher came and had to break us up, had to stop me. I beat him all around the daggone school. Everybody kept saying, "And Derrick the new champ, Derrick the new champ." I said, I don't want to be the champ, let him keep it. There ain't no benefit to it. But I had the respect of everybody in that school because they knew that. I didn't have to go around, let him be the fool, be the target. But if somebody came, they would get thrown around just like he did. You understand what I'm saying? You don't have to keep going around and saying you. When challenged, you show it. If I got to keep telling you something, then I'm trying to convince you. If I got to keep telling you that I'm this, I'm trying to convince you of it. I ain't got to convince you. Step up. That's how I know that they're fake. I ain't got to spend hours telling you something. That's sure enough trying to find Leroy. I'm going to fight you, Leroy. Because sure enough, know who the master is. But he know that Leroy don't know he the master. So when you keep hunting somebody, you hunting them because they're the master. And you want to take them down. But deep down, you know you can't take them down. So you try to ignore them. Or you try to put them down. You don't want people to know what you know. Y'all understand what I'm saying? The driver says, I believe the paint on the carpet was fake. It might be. It might be, but it seems to really touch. They tell you that even though Candy said that her vagina smelled like fish and she didn't deny it on her own show when Scorpio asked her about it. So it's true. Because you couldn't come on my show and say that about me. And sit there and go, yup, yeah, I did say it. And what? Be like, and what it's on? And what it's on. It's on, let's go. It wouldn't be no, no. So that let me know right there that it's a whole bunch of thirsty men that still dream of laying up with that fish-smelling nasty heifer. That show you how sick our people is. So no, they don't intimidate me. If you that simple, you that thirsty, you that desperate, you easy to beat, in my opinion. I wasn't making fun of her. I was just stating a fact. If anything I said was incorrect, somebody come correct me. I didn't make fun of nobody. I told you what happened. And we wasn't making fun of her. We making fun of these simps. Like FitLive that keep backing her. You want to get technical. And I said it. And if somebody got something to say, come say something about it. See how fast you get knocked down. I'm going to flag you. Well, go ahead. We don't make no money anyway. Goddamn, 8 cents a video. Who gives a shit? Who cares? Free me. Shoot. We can start showing a lot more videos and we can start calling out a lot more people. We don't have to go back into the roast sector, but God darn it, we can bring the truth. We ain't got to be worried about what we say and all that crap. Shoot, free me. I didn't mind putting Minister in front of this name, even though I knew the ratings would drop. Because people got this misconception that if you're religious, you're a sucker. Jesus said, I didn't come to bring peace. I came to bring the sword. That's out the Savior's mouth himself. Well, the driver, that's why we start out with the CV stuff. Because it makes the trolls go away. Because they don't want to watch. So then you can get into a lot of stuff. You can say whatever you want to say. And see, unlike them, we can go right into something else. Let's see what's the next link here? Did we see this already? I got so many of them here.
When you look at being black in America, number one, people unfortunately are more likely to be of low social.
Why do I keep picking up this same link? Seriously. Let's try this one. Yeah. I keep hit that same link. Why is that? I just said. Ain't it? Hey, what are you doing? There we go. Uh-oh, something wrong. Exposing it for what? Don't nobody want to listen. They want to keep doing what they want to do. That's all they want. And all they're going to say is, nobody not watching him. That's why he doing that now. That's all they're going to say. That's all they're going to say. You know it and I know it. Hold on, y'all. Somehow we got knocked out of everything. Dang, we down to $4.10. Man. Dang. It done dropped down to $4.10. Yeah, what you gonna flag us for? We will laugh at you. You'll just free us. Yeah, I'm really gonna miss that. Actually, at this rate, I told you we'll get a check by August 2021. So if somebody flag us and they doing something, no, you ain't. You ain't doing nothing. But the receipt you get won't be nothing to play with. Hopefully, there's something different here. Durham truck driver killed after stabbing 3 to death at Tennessee truck stop. So let's go ahead and do the right thing. Go to the full story. Don't need even reading that. Let's go to the full story. Wait for all the animes to pop up. Come on with the animations. Come on. Come on. Close ad. Thank you. Is that a video?
Four people are dead, including a suspect, after a stabbing and an officer-involved shooting
in an East Knox County truck stop, Madison.
That's according to the TBI. We just received an update from them. Now, this all happening just before 7 a.m. with a call from the Pilot Travel Center off Strawberry Plains Pike. And that's where we find WATE 6 on your side reporter Kirsty Crawford. Kirsty, tell us about the TBI's update here within the last 15 minutes.
Madison, we now know that there were 4 victims of this stabbing. All 4 of them women, 3 of them died at the scene. 1 was taken to a local hospital. We also know that the suspect was a man, and he was also pronounced dead at the scene. Now, this is a very large scene. TBI saying some of the victims were stabbed inside, and at least 1 was stabbed outside. TBI also says that some of the women stabbed were Pilot employees. TBI says there are a lot of pieces they are still putting together to learn exactly what happened.
Upon arrival, officers observed at least 1 person with stab wounds outside of the store. A man armed with a knife and identified by witnesses as the suspect was also observed in the parking lot. Officers confronted the individual who refused to drop the weapon. At some point during the encounter, one of the officers fired shots, striking the individual. He was pronounced dead at the scene. 4 victims were stabbed during the incident. 3 were pronounced dead at the scene. The 4th was transported to a local hospital for treatment. The condition of that individual is currently unknown.
Now, right now, TBI does not have a motive as to why this man stabbed those 4 females. TBI says they are they're waiting to release any information about the victims and the suspect, any more information. But we do know that the officer who shot the suspect is okay. Madison?
Okay. Driver, all that would do was bring the attention back on the channel and we get trolled again. These people don't want to hear nothing positive. They just want to hear what they want to hear. People ain't as dumb as they act. They know what's going on and they like it. They like it the way it is. My job is to be the opposition to it. To give you a choice. You can come watch the good show or you can keep going with the BS. I just liken it like this. We all got to stand in front of the judge and they're going to have to answer. They're going to have to answer for what they done. All I can do is show you the right way. You got the free will. If you want to do that mess, do it. But me going to jump on somebody, I'm just feeding into what they want. That's going to give them more exposure, more attention. And the more I come down on them, the more they going to say, come on, y'all, donate and show him. You know, he ain't getting these kind of donations. Come on, y'all. That's all they're going to say and try to make more money off it. So why would I want to help them make more money, the driver? Why would I want to help them make more money? I'm asking you. I want to ask you a question, the driver. Why is it when the people came in the chat and said that he roasted the S out of you, he only spent a minute talking about me? He won't put me on his show. He afraid that people will run over here and see. I ain't had to make up not one lie about him, but he had to lie and say that I came into his chat pretending to be somebody else. He had to make a lie saying that I went on Instagram pretending to be somebody else. I barely know how to use Instagram. And he knows that. Because he claimed he don't watch, but yet he's been over here several times. How come he never talks about what we talk about when he was trying to talk about me the few times that he had the courage to do it? Because he couldn't pick on it. He couldn't make fun. All he could say was that I was boring, that I was lame, and that only 4 people watch. That was the only thing he could say. I see that. That's the only thing you can say. I told the world that you want to be a woman? And that's all you can say back? Okay. I'm just saying. That's all you had to say back? Okay. I'll take the victory and keep walking. Keep on walking, I ain't talking. Shoot. There, we got the wrestling channel started. Now you talking about taking more time to expose people. We got the sermons. We come here, we cover this disease. Driver trying to turn this into a full-time job. Matter of fact, like I said, I think I'm gonna keep it on this channel. I forgot to change the stream key last night, and so it broadcasted on this channel. It's up to 24 views, and we got the green $sign. So I don't know how much we're gonna earn off of this, but we getting the full money. And like I said, I was only here for an hour and in 1 minute. And we got 24 views. I was on this for 5 hours and 18 minutes, and we got 78. And I was on for 4 hours and 14 minutes and got 58. And we was on for 5 hours and 21 minutes and got 66. We was on for 3 hours and got 54. We was on for 2.5 hours and got 34. We was on for 7 hours and got 92. We was on for 4 hours and got 75. The live through the neighborhood, we was on for 56 minutes and we got 34. $639 Americans died today. We was on for 5 hours and 34 minutes and we got 79. The Maryland homestead order starting at 8 p.m. We was on 3.5 hours and got 80. So that 24 might seem low, but we only did an hour's worth of work. If we averaging 70 for 5 hours of work, they get 24 for 1 hour of work. And like I said, I'm not known in the wrestling community. I don't expect to hit JD from New York numbers, but if we can hit BC Amplified, I'd be satisfied right there. Should he average 2,000 views a video? See. I haven't had a chance to look. I want to see. I want to see. How does it look?
So today we're gonna.
I wonder if I can get flagged off my own commercial. Is that possible? Seriously, can I get flagged off my own commercial?
I see it.
So how's the volume?
Oh, we live.
Let me look at myself.
All right, we are live. Welcome to Brother Derrick's Wrestle Talk. We cover wrestling. Basically, we cover everything. But on this particular channel, we are covering the Monday Night Raw after WrestleMania. With the COVID outbreak, with everything shutting down, no NBA, no Major League season starting, at least we still got our professional wrestling. It's in an empty arena, and I know without the crowd, it's not the same. But WWE and AEW are still trying to put out content for our entertainment for us to watch and enjoy. So I was grateful that they did do the WrestleMania, and we covered WrestleMania Part 1, WrestleMania Part 2. This is the first Raw after WrestleMania, and usually people look forward to it. Did it live up to expectation? Well, we're going to find out. So let's play the theme song that I made for the show, and let's get to it.
Went to the bathroom real quick, y'all.
Alrighty, everyone. Let's get to it. The first Raw after WrestleMania weekend. This is the first time that we actually had WrestleMania on Saturday and Sunday. Normally we have NXT TakeOver on Saturday, and then we have WrestleMania on Sunday.
Oh. Commercial.
The NXT TakeOver is going to actually, the matches are going to appear on their weekly shows on Wednesday night instead of doing it pay-per-view style. So we got that to look forward to in these trying times that we're dealing with. But tonight,
these are the notes
the Monday
that I dictated
after WrestleMania.
While watching. Look how long they are.
I realized something while that song was playing. I'm actually on the wrong channel. I'm supposed to be on Brother Derrick Russell Talk, but I'm on Minister Brother Derrick. But that's okay. We're not going to stop and start again. No. We're not going to stop and start again. I'll just let it sit here. Maybe I'll transfer it over later on. But anyway, since we're here, let's get into it. I got my notes here. Now, it opened. It's the show after WrestleMania. So it opened with a couple of WrestleMania images. I'm not going to repeat them because you can go look at the show. And I covered both Saturday and Sunday. Both of those are covered. So if you want to know what happened at WrestleMania, look at those two shows. Now, let's get to it. They started out with Asuka versus Liv Morgan. Why they didn't open up with Drew McIntyre, the new champion? Becky Lynch successfully defended her women's championship. Why they didn't start with her? Instead, they started out with Asuka versus Liv Morgan.
Who?
Now, I'll give it to Liv Morgan. She gave Asuka a run for the money. But you see, they try to push you just to knock you down. Now, on the pre-show of the WrestleMania pay-per-view, the pre-show, the part that nobody watches, okay? Because I didn't watch it. Apparently, Liv Morgan and Natalya had a pretty good match. I've heard some people say it was the best match of the whole card. But I didn't watch it because, who cares? They made Asuka look like a fool after Asuka was so dominant in NXT. They brought her to the main roster and made her look like a fool. And instead of letting her and Kairi Sane defend the ladies tag team championships, they made her feud and lose to Becky Lynch because they don't have nobody. Well, they picked up some new people today. So hopefully Becky Lynch will have somebody to bury. Because that's all the WWE does. They take NXT stars. That's why, should this be called NXT Monday Night or should it be called Raw Monday Night? Because almost every match had an NXT or former NXT star in it. I'm dead serious. Almost every match had an NXT star or NXT come-upper. Almost every match had an NXT star in it. I'm dead serious. So let's start. You had Asuka against Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan made a good accounting of herself. She actually jumped on the second turnbuckle while holding on to Asuka and gave her a code breaker off the ropes. It really looked good. But Asuka landed a vicious knee strike. And then she slapped on her chicken wing chokehold. I forgot what she called it. It was Bob Backlund's hold, the chicken wing. You can call it whatever you want to call it. It's the chicken wing. So Oscar won. Then they showed the highlights from the Becky Lynch, Shayna Baszler women's tag team match. And then you had Becky Lynch give a promo. And just like I said yesterday, the reason why Shayna Baszler didn't win the championship is because she wouldn't have had nobody to fight. Because Ronda Rousey and Becky Lynch have made every woman in the division look stupid. And then, at the pay-per-view last month, they let Shayna Baszler beat the 5 ladies single-handedly in an elimination match. So she beat all 5 ladies. So basically, there's nobody for Becky Lynch to defend the championship again. So Becky Lynch invited her to come for a rematch. Well, who else would you fight? Then they went to an interview with Shayna Baszler, and she got a towel over her head, looking like Mike Tyson after he got beat by Buster Douglas, head down. And she talking about the agony of defeat. The agony of defeat, just, and looking, trying to look mean. Honey, you better hope you're not buried. The next time you fight Becky, you better win. If not, you're done. Nobody gonna take you seriously. Let's continue on. Oh, before we get, I want to make one point real quick, y'all. To those of y'all who might be wondering it or didn't think about it. I want you to realize something. In 2 back-to-back WrestleManias, Becky Lynch, who posed to be the man, who posed to be the face of the company, she won both her matches with lucky roll-ups, lucky pentatonics, not skill. So how is she the most dominant female when she can't beat her opponents? She didn't beat Ronda Rousey and make her tap out or pin her one. She rolled her up. And on the 3 count, Rousey's shoulder wasn't on the mat. So you got a blemish there. So last WrestleMania, when you won the championship, Becky Lynch, okay, you really didn't win it, okay? So whenever Ronda Rousey come back, y'all gonna have to finish that. 2, Shayna Baszler had you in her clutch and was trying to choke you out. And you bridged back. And why Shayna didn't let go of it and get up, I don't know. But you got the 3 count. You didn't beat her. You barely escaped. So let's get that straight. And I think that's what they're doing to try to extend this feud out.
Because there ain't nobody for her to fight.
I just want to...
Even if Shayna won, who would she fight? Who would she fight?
Now, we got a rematch of a title match that happened that should not have happened last night. The Street Profits versus Angel Garza and Austin Theory. Now, I'm going to tell you something. The Street Profits were NXT Tag Team Champions. They got brought up. Now they're the WWE Raw Tag Team Champions on the big roster. Right? Do y'all know that Angel Garza is a former NXT Cruiserweight Championship winner? And Austin Theory is fresh out the WWE Performance Center. He's also an NXT star. So, all 4 men in the match are NXT stars. And the manager of Garza and Theory, Selena Vega, is also from NXT. So the Profits, the Street Profits, beat them yesterday, or should I say Sunday night. They defended their tag team champions against them. Once again, why they got a title shot, I don't know. How you come up from NXT and get a title shot, I don't know. That shows you how poorly they devalue these championships. When I was growing up, the championship meant something. Now, they just pass it around like they playing hot potato. But anyway, so you got these 5 people in this match. They all from NXT. So there's no Raw superstars. No superstars that Raw built up. But anyway, the Street Profits win. Selena Vega comes in, and they triple team Montez Ford. I like to make a correction real quick that I did yesterday. Yesterday I said that Angelo Dawkins was the wife of Bianca Belair. I was mistaken. It's Montez Ford, the skinny one of the Street Profits. The one with the red cup. That's the wife. I mean, Bianca Belair is his wife. While I'm mentioning that, Selena Vega, who always comes down looking sexy in a dress or some nice hip-hugging pants, she came down in her wrestling gear. So what did that tell you? That tells you that she was going to wrestle. But this is a tag team men's championship match. So why is the manager of the challenger wearing wrestling gear? Because she's going to wrestle. And we'll get to that. The phone froze on me. What the heck?
That's where I keep my notes at. The phone froze.
Where are the Viking Raiders at? Where is the AOP, the Authors of Pain at? Where is the B team?
Those are real tag teams.
Why are Angel Guard?
No daggone commercial.
Wet wipes.
All right, I'm done. Let's come back. If somebody want to see the rest of it, if anybody was interested, I've already lost everybody, but that's a risk you take. Let's pull the chat up. Anybody say turn that boom and stuff off? Naya said she'd be right back, and the driver said I watch the channel. Oh, I appreciate that, the driver. Why you didn't comment? You know, Sunday night, when I was making the animations, I didn't have, I had turned the volume down so there wouldn't be no background noise. And I forgot to unmute it. I did the whole show, a whole hour and 20-minute show. I did it. And we only had 2 people watching, right? And nobody said nothing. Nobody said, hey, you ain't got no volume, fool. Nobody said nothing. Now, I could just upload the videos. Because I don't have to, and I can edit them. I could actually upload the videos, which will be easier on me. But I want to be able to chat with somebody. If ain't nobody chatting, defeats the purpose of the live. But like I said, it's going to take some time. And I'm going to get better. Man, I'm going to get better at it. We've only done 3 shows so far. So I got the night off. But tomorrow, we got 2 wrestlers that come on. 2 2-hour shows. So I'm going to divide them. I'm going to do the AEW tomorrow night after the sermon. what I need to do is do the sermon early and then actually watch AEW and then do my show right after it, like the other guys do. By me having a regular show, most of them don't have regular shows. They just do wrestling. We do everything. So I'm kind of at a disadvantage. Number one, being the new cat on the block. And number two, I got my regular show to do. Y'all understand what I'm saying? I got the regular show to do. So they have the advantage because after people watch it, then they go see somebody review it. I'm coming on. If I stop our show when the wrestling goes off, then I gotta cook and then I gotta watch the 2 or 3 hours of the show, comment, you know. Like I said, versus writing them down, being able to talk into the phone, even though the translations ain't perfect, you can see me looking like, what the heck is that? I can dictate while I'm watching. And that made it a lot easier last night. That made it easier. I actually had more. I actually didn't even use a lot of the dictation. That thing would have been an hour and a half if I had used all the dictation, because I actually broke down the important things of the match and my thoughts at the time. Just like I noticed that, you know, when the manager came down, and she always dressed sexy, she came down in wrestling gear. Like, she's not a wrestler. Why would she come down in wrestling gear? And so you had a tag team that had no business getting a tag team title match, get a title match 2 days in a row, lose. Then the woman and the 2 men bank the champions. Then the wife of the champion come down there, challenges the woman to a match. They get disqualified. Then they have a third match where all 6 of them fight. I'm like, what? But it was better than watching the old replay. I said it then, I say it again. It was better than watching the replay. So, alrighty, y'all. What do y'all want to talk about? Because I got the night off. Sound like I'm working a job. I got the night off. Now, I don't think NWA Power has a show tonight. I didn't see it in my suggestion box. But they might be showing something old. Can't review that. And I know that I saw the advertisement for the AEW Dark, and it's only like 20 minutes long, so there ain't no need in trying to review that. So I got the night off today. Tomorrow is a busy day. We got 4 hours of wrestling to cover. 2 different brands. But I'm going to break it down. I'm going to do Wednesday. I'm going to do the AEW. So you figure I need to do the Sunday sermon early. Still come on at 5, but do the Sunday sermon. And then stop at 8 and actually watch the wrestling. So yeah, if I go up until around 8, then I can watch the wrestling. I had to see where I can watch it. I know where I can watch it when it's over, but I need to watch it while it's happening so that I can be live with the other guys. Solar Monster and JD from New York and Russell Talk and the 260 guys and WrestleMania. I need to be a lot live with them and actually try to compete. See if I can get some of their people. So that's what we're gonna do tomorrow. So hook, nook, or crook. I was gonna go to the market this morning, but I just heard it rain. Is it raining? No. Then what would that sound? I could have sworn I heard it rain. Let me check the weather. Let's check the weather. Baltimore weather. Yeah, thunderstorming. 60 degrees, humidity 84%. Oh, Lord. Okay. So where's it at around 6 a.m.? All right, 7 a.m. it says partly cloudy. Wait a minute, I'm looking at the wrong thing. $1 a.m. Wednesday, 77, cloudy. So, but Thursday is supposed to rain. So if I'm gonna hit the market, then I better hit it. Hold on. Let me see if it's gonna rain. Yeah. 60 degrees, light rain. How come every time I want to go somewhere it start raining? We had all them beautiful days. I was stuck in the house. That's crazy. So how do I get a breakdown? So it's raining. So if I want to go 6 a.m., I got to go out in the rain. So am I surprised? Nope. So Friday, the 10th is partly cloudy. So that's good. It's not gonna rain, so that's good. So I'm trying to think if I can hold off till Friday. I might can hold off till Friday. What's today? Wednesday? I'm gonna eat the rest of that chicken, and we still got the ground beef in there with the stir fry. I could hold off. I'm tired of being in the house though. Yeah. What do y'all think? I was thinking about going to the market this morning, just getting a few things. But I think I can hang 10. I think I can hang 10 until Friday, but whew. I think I can hang 10 until Friday. I don't know. I had to see how I'm feeling. Like I say, the rain don't scare me. Excuse me. Man. Excuse me for yawning like that. God darn. The heck is wrong with me? Did we use up all the links? I think we did. Oh, I had a link. Hold on a sec. Where's my linky dink? 2, 1. All right, come on, President Trump. President Trump
for getting it done, and Mike was very happy to get it done. Great company. So we're getting 166.5 million masks, and mostly that's going to be for our frontline healthcare workers. Okay, that's 3M. Thank you, 3M. I also want to thank Apple, one of the many great American companies that's really leapt into action. Today, Apple announced that it is now producing plastic face shields for healthcare workers at the rate of 1 million per week. 1 million, and these are the shields that you see on television quite a bit, and they're at the highest level of quality and safety. We're grateful as well to Salesforce, which has donated 48 million pieces of personal protective equipment, including masks, gowns, suits, and face shields. So thank you very much to Salesforce. I urge all of our nation's governors to ensure that the massive deliveries that we've made to your states over the past few weeks are distributed as quickly as possible. So again, we're working very well with the governors. Now, they may see you and say, oh, we're not happy, but they're very happy on the phone. And Mike Pence is a straight shooter, and he had a great phone conversation to them with all of the governors, teleconference. And they're very happy, every one of them. Were there any negatives?
No, sir.
See, I told you. Mike is the greatest. Mike, and you have done a great job, Mike, and I appreciate it. The whole country appreciates it. Anthony appreciates it, right? Don't you see? Everybody appreciates Mike, special man. So a lot of the things that we've done, again, are going directly to the states. The states seem to be very happy. If they're not, they can call me directly. They can call Mike directly, and we'll make them happy. But tremendous progress has been made in a very short period. And I think very importantly, the progress has been made before the surge comes, because the next week and a half is going to be a big surge, the professionals tell us. And I think we're in good shape for it, Anthony. So it's good timing, really good timing. We can have this stuff there. It's already there for the most part, but we're bringing a lot of different resources to the various locations, especially where the surge is looking like it's going to take place. Resources from the national stockpile need to reach our warriors, and they are warriors. I tell it all the time. I saw it again this morning. He's young, in many cases older, but they're walking into the hospital and they're putting on, I mean, as their doors open, they're going into this place